Hey everyone, it's Mandy here, and I want to talk about art today. I've been kind of in a weird place, and it has been for a few months, and I'm still kind of feeling through it. So back in January, I started really developing my children's novel, or not children's novel, my children's book, because it's not going to be a novel. And I really focused hard on it. I focused my sketchbook on it. I focused my daily practice on it. I took a really intensive class, and now I finished the class at the beginning of May, mid-April, beginning of May, and I've been really burnt out with my book. And the teacher of the class was Beatrice Blue, who is just amazing. And I was really lucky to be in the course. I learned so much, but it was such an overwhelm that I have been accepting that it's okay. I had abandoned a sketchbook. I had restarted another sketchbook that I actually finished, and I'm still kind of feeling out what I like and what I want to be doing. And it's so hard to figure out kind of where I'm at. And that's, I think, part of the art process and the art journey is feeling out what you like, because there's so many different routes that you can go with art that it's just like, what do I really love to do? What materials do I really love? And in this last year, I discovered that I really like traditional media, and I do still like to pull up my iPad every once in a while. I made stickers for a friend just last week on my iPad, but I like to experiment with different materials. But then, because I was so experimenting, and I still want to experiment, I ended up so overwhelmed with the amount of materials that I don't know what to do, or they just sit. And so I'm figuring all this kind of stuff out. So I want to talk about today with that and how I'm feeling. That's kind of the preface of what this is to talk about and show what my process has been lately, and what I'm kind of like going back to the basics. I'm going back to the basics, and I'm starting that stuff, but I'm also looking at adding in all the techniques and things I've learned and courses I've taken, and the courses that I want to take right now to continue this growth and journey. And it's a lot of fun to figure these kind of things out. And so that is just basically my introduction, and I'm going to move you over to show you what supplies and books and things I've been working with. Okay, so I have my iPad here, and I first want to start off by saying Domestica does not in any way support or sponsor me. I just really like their little courses. They're easy courses that I have, and as you can see, I have quite a few, but the ones that I have been working with lately, I just got this one, so I haven't done Becky Cass's yet, but I really like her art. It's a lot of fun. But I've been working with the Ilaria Renaro class, which is kawaii illustrations, creating charming characters. And I take, what I love is what I'm doing is I'm taking things that I'm learning from these, but I'm also taking them from like exploratory sketchbook and travel sketchbook illustration with gouache. So you can see I haven't completed all the units because I kind of flop back and forth to kind of add to what I'm learning. And then this is the other course that I have been taking quite a bit from, which is Kate Sutton's Illustrated Life Journal. And I actually have finished 3 units. I just haven't clicked it. So I go through these courses quite often, and I will go back to them. I love that I can go back to them when I really need a refresher. And so another thing that I do besides with the sketchbook or with the courses is I go back to my drawing books. And this one is one that I really love. This whole series by Pick Candle is just great. I don't know why I like it so much. I think it's because I think anyone can draw these. I think anyone can do these little things, but I like this one because I have been doodling for a while. I love that it shows you how you can do your characters and then build into these more collagey things. And I kind of like doing that a lot. So then it breaks it up into, here's how you draw the first one and the second one, and then you add the details, and it just kind of goes through it. And I'll start by going through one or two of these little practices, and then I will take it further and do my own kind of thing and take what I've learned from these and do it. And so this one is just great, and I love that it's got so many different options in here of techniques and doodles and things. So this is one that I buy for pretty much, like not this one, but the Kawaii Doodle class. It's the first one. I buy that one for any of my friends that are like, oh, I wish I could draw. Your stuff is so cute. This stuff is what I pick out. So that's the art books that I'm working with, and I work with a whole bunch of different ones, but this is what I've been doing lately for my current sketchbook. And I went to Cancun a few weeks ago, and I brought this with me. This is Scribbles That Matter, and it's a little art book, but you can keep your sketchbook in here with all your supplies. And I've kind of been moving stuff around, so my supplies aren't in here right now because I actually have been trying to figure out a way to get the supplies that I want to use all in one place. And this is just, I love this. Don't get me wrong, I love this. It's just not conducive to all the supplies I want, but I do like that it has the sketchbook in it. And so when I want less supplies, I'll take this, but it has a front pocket where I put my wallet and my phone, and it has this really nice strap. Oh, there's my pencil sharpener. But yeah, and so I really do like this Scribbles That Matter thing. And I also have their bullet journal, so I use that sometimes. But I am currently, because I was a seamstress, I decided to try my luck at an art roll. And this is the first art roll that I created. I used some fabric that I had from my friend Kimberly's shop, and this is Tig Dromar fabric. Bow button fabric is her stuff, and this was like a jacket material, so it's like for coats and things, so it's waterproof, which is nice. And so I just decided to try it out. This pattern, I can't remember the woman's name, but if you search art roll on Etsy, it's like one of the first things that come up. But I love this. She designed this especially for crayons because she uses these Caran d'Ache crayons, and I've been using the Neocolor ones more lately. Something about crayons makes me feel like I'm tapping into like kid creativity. And then I've been using my luminance pencils. I have pretty much solely moved to luminance colored pencils. I have pretty much every type of pencil. I do like the Derwent Lightfast as well, and I have one in here. But I have all my pencils. I have my one set of Bea Rebuys Neocolors that I got for Christmas, and so those are the Neocolor 2s, and these are the only 2s I have. Otherwise these are all the 1s, and these ones are they're soluble, but I have them back here. And then I also carry this with me, which is just a simple Winsor & Newton watercolor palette. And that's I'm trying to do more stuff outside. I have my Blackwing Red and my Blackwing Blue. I just finished some of them down to the bottom, and my sons like to use them, so I let them have the little tiny pieces, but I just finished them, so I'm just starting new ones. My pencil sharpener, I also have a Blackwing pencil sharpener, but I use this one for all my colored pencils. And then what else do I have in here? My color Enos. I have 3 different colored Enos in here. One run over here, and then I have one set of lead, because I love my color Enos that I have to take them everywhere I go. So I have 3 of them. And then I think this pocket with my eraser, I'll put some more lead. I just haven't yet. I used Velcro because I didn't have any zippers. And so my next one, I'm gonna elongate my next one. Some of these pockets are gonna be a little different. Like just some things that I wanna change on it, which is great because that's why I'm developing my own art roll for my own purpose. But I cannot talk. And then I use these Lamy pens with my sketch ink by Rover and Klingner. This is the newest one I've got. It's Jewel, and it's kind of a dark red, and I really like that color. So I have these in like fine, broad, medium. I have 4 Lamy pens in here, and 2 of them have the Jewel, and 2 of them have their black, and I forgot what the black's name is. I think it's Lily or something like that. But I have all this, and then I have my Derwent watercolor brush. This one's getting kind of old, and I think I need to replace it, but I do have that for on the go. I don't like using these as much as I like using watercolor, brushes, but it works for on the go, which is kind of fun because I like to do a lot of painting. And so that is my supplies and what I've been doing with them lately. And then I have my current sketchbook, and I'm pretty sure that this is called a look term. If you can see, I swear it's look term, but I don't know because I cannot pronounce it for the life of me. But I have been using Tombows sometimes. I don't have them in there because I'm kind of trying something else, but I've been using Tombows in here because this sketchbook is great for color. I did a tester page in the back here, and I tested things that I like to use. I like to use alcohol markers, but they bled so bad that I'm not using them, and the Tombows looked so good. So I've been using Tombows quite often. This is watercolor, different options. This is the Neocolor crayons, my drawing, Prismacolor, Luminance, Derwent Lightfast. My color Enos look great. Blackwing looks great. Like, I love how pencils work in here. And this one, I think my pen wasn't working very well at that point, but I did clean it, and so now it's working so much better. And these are the Supercolor Caran d'Ache and Holbeins. I have switched out my Holbeins. I have them, but I like my Luminance so much better. And so you can see I've been working with colored pencil, and that's more marker. I'm trying to find the colored pencil pages and the recent ones that I've done. But there's my colored Eno. I do a spread where it's just sketches and things. This one I did while I was in Cancun, and I was just drawing. I got to hold a lemur, and that was like the coolest thing ever. So I've been drawing lemur characters, and so I've been very, very inspired by lemurs. So these are all little lemurs that I'm working on for a sticker page. And then let's see, more colored pencil. I think these were just my black wings. I just used the 2 black wings and kind of played with them in the colors. And let's see here. Yeah, I love how the pencil, so I kind of gone back to doing all this kind of stuff. Like these are stickers I'm working on for my son, and he is obsessed with Charmander Charizard, but I use just, what did I use? I used my color Enos right here. Or did I? It's hard to remember, but I think I used my color Enos if I remember correctly here. And I just did an orange color Eno. It's just that this paper has a slight texture to it compared to like my Moleskines. And I love it. I love the texture that it has with pencils. And it looks great even when you ink it. And so I've just been trying to come up with different ways to ink and different ways to draw that way. And then this last few days, I've been pulling out my Neocolors. I am really struggling with words today, but I'm pulling out my Neocolors. And I just did this one with drawing with the Neocolors with the crayons. I started with the yellow. I swatched some. I have some singles in a different container, but they're not in my art supplies. These are those Bay Reyes ones that I have. I have both the sets, the cools and the warms. I love the cools so much. And this one was just, I laid down some pencil and then colored it only with Neocolor because I'm trying out the Neocolors. And then here I used some Tombows with my colored pencils because this one's just colored pencil. This is Tombow and colored pencil. This is Tombow and colored pencil. So I'm still playing with different options and different things, but this is what I've been doing. I've been trying to go back to the basics. Drawing, for a while I was drawing at least 100 of like one animal, so you can get the feel down, so I can get how I like to draw them down. And this is, so I've been kind of focusing on ducks a lot. And my red panda, I came up with my red panda design a while ago, and so I go back to my red panda quite often. Where's my other ducks? I had more ducks. Okay, here's more ducks. And so yeah, I did all the ducks. I'm still doing ducks. I haven't counted how many. I'm just kind of doing the duckies, feeling it out. These are little thumbnails of things that I'm like, okay, I maybe want to do these in an illustration, but I'm not sure yet. This one I absolutely adore, and I think this one needs to become an illustration. He's holding a kayak, or he's carrying a kayak. He's walking. The dog's checking everything out. Tenting. I've been kind of feeling like doing maybe a tent sticker sheet for my nephew, and kind of just playing with things. So that's kind of what I've been doing lately. I've been feeling this out. I really just wanted to get back to doing little cute art, because for a while there I was trying to do more experimental, and I've been trying to do a lot of people and, you know, more realistic. And finally I just went back to my basics and drew what I loved. You can see right here I started with the doodles in the book, and I've kind of moved past it and added my own flares, but going back to give myself just kind of in the mood to draw, and then it transforms into something else. And then I, you know, do studies of animals, and that's kind of what I'm doing right now. I really am enjoying the drawing. I'm not putting pressure on myself to have anything finished, just sketching and doodling. A lot of my sketching is doodling and looking like more finished doodles, but I also have pages like, where is that page again? I have pages in here where I started it and then never finished it. Like, there's some sketches in here, and maybe I'll go back and fill this, but this is just colored blocks because I was playing with my Tombows and figuring out colors that I liked. Were these Tombows? I don't even remember. They might have been my Eco line. So just having fun in your sketchbook. And I did some stickers for my friend. So I was like, well, here's my list of things that she likes. And I then went and drew them, and I came up with all of these sketches back here. And I had it on that page. Where did it go? Oh, there it is. I did all these sketches, like her dog. Her dog is this cute little cockapoo. And I did all these sketches, and then I brought them into my iPad, and I made her a couple sticker sheets. So I can show you the sticker sheets really quick. And this is kind of, I'm just having fun. I made these for her birthday. So I did these little sticker sheets for her. So I am taking and finishing stuff. I'm just not putting the pressure on myself like I was to make a book, because I was burnt out. And I have almost my entire book pitch. I have my 32 pages. I just need a break, and my book will still be there. And I still am so close to being able to be ready to pitch it to a publisher, and I'll do that. I'll get there. I just needed some time. And so when you are feeling burnt out and you just want to use this as a meditative practice, pull out the little book, or even just like swatch pages like this. I just loved swatching these and then playing with them in the page. It doesn't have to be anything special. So yeah, that's where I have been lately with my art. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope that you got some insights for your art. Let me know what you've been doing lately and how your art is growing, or if there's something that you would, take from this video and learn. Or if I have any questions. And please like this video if you found any of this information helpful, and subscribe for more. I talk about books and art here. So thanks everyone. Bye.